Realizing a lot of us go through the same exact thing as other families, especially from the Black culture. I'm gonna say this because for every Kaylee G, there is her daughter, Autumn. Like mother, like daughter. My mother's sister, I'm not gonna say who because it'll be obvious, but honey, her and her daughter, off the chain. Reflecting back when I was younger, my aunt will always be dating old men to get new furniture, new cars, bingo money, party drugs, go out, looking cute, whatever she wanted, honey. Them old men paid for it. And because of that, she started to teach her daughter how to date older men and to get them for their money, along with all the other aunts in my family who ain't never had an old man that gave them really nothing. But this aunt, she was getting money up out of them. And because of that, like I mentioned in my other videos, that her daughter became sexually active at like the age of 10. One of my aunts caught her in bed with a little boy in the same apartment complex when she was like 10. My aunt didn't want to believe it. She said it wasn't true. She was in denial. And boom, her daughter ended up 16 and pregnant. So growing up, all my cousin knew was being sexually active, where at this time, by the time we became young adults, she done been with a lot of people. And I'm saying more than a lot, where I couldn't help but to cross it because she done been keeping it cute. So as she got older, it didn't matter if that girl had a boyfriend, was in love with her children's father. The only thing she knew, other than them children's fathers, was to get men for money. So even if she was in a relationship, she telling her son's father, I watched her tell her son's father that she was pregnant. She done grabbed my pregnancy test while I was pregnant, try to get that man money. And that's when he told her, like, he wanted to go to the abortion clinic with her because he knew that she was lying. Not only that, I seen this girl in a faithful relationship and still cheat on her man with another man with some money. Hell, the dude she was with ran her off the cliff when she was taking care of this man. The universe will humble us real quick because now that we are our parents' age, a few years ago, she had caught one of her daughters with a grown man as a teenager. As we can see, the apple done fell from both of the trees, and it's always that little. Like, I really thought that she would have done a lot more with her life. Like, when I was younger, when we were younger, she was big on her grades, very respectful. I'm talking yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir. Like, the most gentle, emotional being. You know, she cried about everything, very sensitive. Like, she was a really good girl, very humble, quiet, and I know, like, her mother would be on party drugs, hitting on her, calling her out her name, calling her B words, and just tripping on her when she wanted to. Especially my cousin was being a little fast after she came out of denial. But overall, she was a good girl, cared about her life, a very great mother, go hard for her children, make sure they had the best, make sure she had the best. Her mother had to have the best. Like, her mother still had to have the best. They both have to have the best. But the thing is, I thought my cousin was going to end up going to college, getting her life together, but the more hood her mother became, the more hood she became, and the more she got sucked into hood poverty behavior. And now, like I said, it's never too late to build the life that you want. Even if it was across the world, as long as you can be yourself. John like Autumn, and Autumn definitely like John. Because when he takes I miss you, I was like, mm-hmm. And Monkey would be like, no, what the fuck, what that mean? She like, mm-hmm.